Behind
October
every Tesla,
2025
there's a digital
marks a
heartbeat,
significant
a
milestone
complex
in
symphony
Tesla's
of
global
code,
journey.
meticulously
The company
crafted
has
to bring the
officially
vehicle to
launched
life.
its full
Behind
self-driving
every Tesla,
supervised
there's a
system
digital heartbeat,
in Australia
a complex
and New
symphony
Zealand.
of code,
For the
meticulously
first time
crafted
ever,
to bring the vehicle
right-hand
to
drive
life.
markets are getting access to Tesla's most advanced autonomous driving technology. It's not just another software update, it's a signal that Elon Musk's dream of a worldwide self-driving ecosystem is starting to take shape. In the United States, Tesla's
This constant
FSD
evolution,
has already
delivered
become part
wirelessly,
of daily life for
transformed the
many
very
drivers.
concept of car ownership.
But in
A
Australia,
vehicle that
the
didn't just
story
aim.
feels entirely
This
different.
constant evolution,
With
delivered
strict traffic
wirelessly,
laws,
transformed
complex
the very
urban layouts,
concept of
and
car
a cautious
ownership.
public
A
attitude
vehicle
toward
that didn't-
automation,
The
introducing full
relentless pursuit of
self-driving cars,
improvement never
here
stalls.
is nothing
With
short
the
of bold.
2025.38
That's why
update,
Tesla's sudden
Tesla
rollout of FSD across Model 3 and Model Y vehicles in Sydney and Auckland made headlines across the region. Major outlets like news.com.au
But the true
and
revolution lies
Electrek
not just in the
described the
hardware,
move as a
but in the
daring but
intelligence
strategic
guiding it.
leap. According to
Testing.
tech analysts, Musk wants to
But the
prove
true
that
revolution
Tesla's
lies
AI
not just in
is
the
ready to
hardware,
handle
but
any
in the
road,
intelligence
any
guiding it.
side, anywhere on
Tesla.
Earth, whether it's
But the
left-hand
evolution
driving
doesn't
in
stop at the
California
hardware.
or
Tesla's
right-hand
software
lanes
is
in
a living
Melbourne.
entity, constantly
Yet,
refined to
as
enhance
excitement
these.
grew, so
But the
did
evolution
concern.
doesn't stop at the hardware.
Road safety experts
Tesla's
in
software
Australia
is a living
quickly
entity,
warned that the
constantly
technology
refined to
still isn't
enhance the
ready for
driver.
every real-world scenario.
This constant stream of
Despite
data
the full
collected from millions
self-driving
of
name,
vehicles on the
the
road
system
forms
remains
the lifeblood of
supervised,
Tesla's
meaning
AI.
drivers
This
must keep their
constant stream
hands
of
ready
data,
and
collected
eyes
from
on the
millions
road
of
at all
vehicles on the road,
times.
forms the
Some
lifeblood
early
of
test
Tesla's
clips
AI.
have even shown the software
This
hesitating
constant
at
stream of
stop
data,
lines or
collected from
misjudging
millions of
pedestrian
vehicles on the
crossings
road,
rare,
forms
but
the
worrying
lifeblood of
examples of
Tesla's
how
AI.
far we still are from total autonomy.
This constant
And so the
stream of
question
data,
emerges,
collected from millions of vehicles
Is
on the
Tesla
road,
making a
forms the
brilliant
lifeblood
first
of
move
Tesla's AI.
or taking a dangerous gamble with its
This
reputation?
constant stream of data, collected
Elon
from
Musk
millions of
himself
vehicles on the
once
road,
said,
forms the
Full
lifeblood of
self-driving
Tesla's AI.
will be the soul
This
of Tesla's
constant
future.
stream of data,
Once
collected
it's
from millions
perfected,
of vehicles
our
on the
company's
road,
value will
forms the
multiply by
lifeblood
10.
of Tesla's AI.
He's not exaggerating. FSD is
The
far
sheer
more
scale of
than a
this
driver
operation
assist
is
feature.
staggering.
It's the
Every
core
line
of
of
Tesla's
code,
AI
every data
strategy,
point processed here,
the foundation for the brand's ambitions in
The sheer
robotics
scale of this
and
operation is
robotaxis.
staggering.
That's
Every
why
line of
analysts
code,
see
every
the
data point
Australian and New
processed here.
Zealand rollout as a market test.
But with this immense
If
digital
Tesla
power
succeeds
comes
here,
inherent
the
risk.
path opens for
A single
other
software
right-hand drive
bug, a failed
countries,
update.
the UK, Japan, Singapore
But with
to
this
follow
immense
next.
digital power comes inherent
Each
risk.
market would
A
represent
single
another step
software bug,
toward
a
Tesla's
failed
ultimate
update,
goal,
can
a
have
truly global
To
self-driving
safeguard this
network.
digital
But
ecosystem,
bold
Tesla
moves
has built
come
a
with
formidable
big risks.
cybersecurity fortress.
Even a single
24
high-profile crash or system error
safeguard this
could
digital
spark
ecosystem,
investigations,
Tesla has built
trigger
a
government
formidable
crackdowns,
cybersecurity
and
fortress,
shake public
a
trust
24/7
overnight.
operation.
Tesla's brand
The
has
ability
always
to update
thrived on
vehicles
innovation
over the air,
and controversy,
transforming them with
but
new
this
features
time the
and
stakes might be
capabilities.
higher than ever. At this stage,
The ability to
full
update
self-driving
vehicles over the air,
remains a bridge
transforming
between
them with new
assistance
features
and full
capabilities,
automation.
is a cornerstone
And
of the
Tesla
Tesla.
is
Check this
still
out.
far
the new
ahead of the
interface
competition.
Is so smooth.
Yet being
Wow, look at
first
that range
doesn't
estimate.
always mean being
Yeah,
ready.
this update is
Will
seriously
this global
impressive.
expansion
Check
become
this out.
Tesla's
the new
greatest
interface
triumph,
is so smooth.
or a costly experiment
Wow, look at
in the
that
race
range
toward
estimate.
autonomy?
Yeah, this update is
That's the
seriously
story we'll
impressive.
unpack
Yeah.
in the next chapters.
While
Analyzing
many
expert
updates bring
sources
delight,
comparing
the
Tesla's
reality of software in
FSD
vehicles
with
means
rivals
occasional
like Mercedes
imperfections.
and Waymo, and exploring why Elon Musk's Australian gamble could be the most pivotal moment for Tesla in 2025.
The digital
October
conversation between Tesla
2025,
and its owners
Tesla
is constant.
officially switched on
Every
its full
tweet, every
self-driving
forum
supervised
post,
system
every-
in Australia and New
The
Zealand,
digital conversation
marking the
between
company's
Tesla and
first
its
venture
owners is
into
constant.
right-hand drive
Every
territories.
tweet, every forum post,
For
every
Elon Musk and his team, this isn't just another software update, it's the next step in proving that Tesla's self-driving AI can adapt to
The
any
car,
road
once
in
a
any
static
country,
product, is
anywhere
now
on
a
Earth.
dynamic service. Over-the-air
So what
updates
exactly has
transform
Tesla
it,
launched
not
here?
just with
According to Tesla's own
While
website
Tesla's
and
vehicles
multiple
evolve with
reports,
every line of
the
code,
new full
other automakers
self-driving
face a
supervised
fundamental
feature
challenge.
allows the
Their
car to
legacy
drive
date.
almost anywhere under
While
your
Tesla's
supervision.
vehicles evolve
The vehicle
with every
can
line of
navigate
code,
city streets,
other automakers
change
face
lanes,
a fundamental
park
challenge.
itself,
Their
and even react to traffic lights and roundabouts. But the driver must remain alert and ready to take over at any time. In other words, despite the impressive name, this is not true autonomy. Legally, it's still considered a level 2
The neural
driver
network
assist
visualization
system,
shows a
meaning the
bottleneck
human
right
driver
here.
is
I see
responsible
it.
for the
The
vehicle's
code
actions
optimization
at
in the
all
next build
times.
should resolve that.
The rollout begins
The neural
with
network
Tesla's latest
visualization
hardware
shows a
4
bottleneck
platform,
right here.
which
I see
powers
it.
the newest
The code
Model 3
optimization in
and
the
Model
next
Y
build should
vehicles
resolve that.
in Australia and New Zealand. Cars running on older hardware 3 will receive updates later once further validation is complete. Pricing reflects Tesla's confidence
Every
in the
mile
market.
driven,
Australian
every scenario
customers can
encountered
purchase
becomes
the
a
feature
lesson.
for around $100
The vehicle
or
is no longer
subscribe
just
for
a mode
about
of transport.
$149
It is an
per
intelligent node
month.
and an integral
In New
component
Zealand,
of a vast
it's slightly
platform.
higher,
seeing a
roughly
20%
ends
increase in efficiency across the
$11,400
network.
for a one-time
The
purchase,
projections align
or
perfectly
ends
with the rollout
$159 monthly
Restrictions.
on subscription.
This
The
relentless
message
pursuit
is
of
clear.
efficiency extends beyond
Tesla
the
believes
factory floor.
drivers are ready to pay
Over-the-air
for the
software
promise of the
updates
future,
deliver-
one update at
This
a time.
relentless pursuit of efficiency
Behind
extends
the
beyond the
scenes,
factory
engineers
floor.
have been working to
Over-the-air
tailor the
software
software to the
updates
unique
delivered
conditions of
region.
Australia
As you can
and
see,
New
the
Zealand.
long-range model gets a
That means
significant
more than
boost
just
with the
flipping the
software.
steering wheel to the other side.
autopilot features shown
The
here?
FSD
So the
AI
performance
must
boost
now
subscription
understand
unlocks the
right-hand
full
drive
acceleration
roads,
potential.
And the
local
advanced
signage,
features, are those
different
included
speed
permanently?
limits,
They are part of
and
the
even
enhanced
regional
autopilot
quirks
package,
yes.
like
It
Melbourne's
charged up
hook turns.
faster than I expected.
During a
The
demonstration
efficiency on
in
the new
Auckland,
battery
the
architecture
system
is
successfully
remarkable.
handled narrow urban streets, parked cars,
love how fast
and
it
even
charges.
unpredictable construction zones.
And the range
Challenges
is
that
perfect for
often
my commute.
confuse lesser driver assist systems. Tesla's country director, Tom Drew,
As this new
noted
era
that
of
there were
mobility
no
dawns,
regulatory blockers
the regulatory
preventing
landscape
the rollout,
must adapt.
meaning government approval
Beyond the current
wasn't the issue.
capabilities, the true
The main
frontier
challenge
lies
was
in the
ensuring
seamless
the AI could
integration of
handle local
AI and
conditions
robotics,
safely.
unlocked
But
by
as
the very-
Tesla fans celebrated critics,
The
quickly
automobile
raised
is no
red
longer
flags.
a static machine,
A
but a
report
living,
from
evolving entity.
News.com.
Through the
I'll
power of
describe
over-the-air
one Sydney test drive where the vehicle mistakenly
the
drifted
automobile is
toward a
no longer
construction
a static
zone,
machine,
prompting
but
the
a
driver
living,
to intervene.
evolving entity.
It was a little unnerving, the reporter admitted.
For decades,
Other Australian
a car was
safety
a
experts
purchase,
have
a
echoed
static
similar
object
concerns,
defined
warning
by
that the
its make and
technology
model.
still isn't ready for every real-world
For decades,
scenario.
a car was a
They
purchase.
stress that
a
FSD
static
remains
object
dependent on
defined by
human
its make and
supervision,
model.
and that marketing it
But
as
what
full
if a car could be
self-driving
more than
may
just
give
metal and
drivers a
wires?
false sense of
What
security.
if it could be a living machine?
Part of the
capable of
controversy
a-
stems from Tesla's unique
But the true
approach.
revolution wasn't
Its
just in the
cars
hardware.
rely almost
It was in the
entirely
software.
on cameras
The realization
and
that a
neural
car could
network
be more
vision
than just metal
without
and
the additional LiDAR sensors used by rivals such as Waymo or Mercedes-Benz. While Musk insists that a
Assets.
camera-only system
Beyond raw
mimics
power,
the way
the
humans
true
drive,
revolution lies in
we see
intelligent
with
energy
eyes
management.
and think with
Advanced
neurons.
battery systems
He once said, many engineers argue this minimalist setup can struggle in heavy rain, poor lighting, or high-contrast environments. For Australia,
With
where
FSD
outback
and the
roads'
intuitive
sudden
UI,
glare
the
and
driving
wildlife
experience
crossings are daily
transforms.
realities,
It's no
that's
longer-
a genuine concern.
But safety
Still,
isn't just about
it's impossible to
passive
deny
features.
the scale
It's
of
about
Tesla's
proactive
ambition.
intelligence.
No
Through
other
continuous
automaker has attempted to deploy advanced driver assist software across so many regions so quickly. Australia and New Zealand are being treated
Tesla's
as a
reach
testing
extends
ground,
far
a
beyond
proving
the road.
arena for
A
right-hand drive
vast,
markets
invisible network
like the
connects
UK,
every
Japan,
vehicle.
and Singapore.
Tesla's
If
reach
FSD
extends
performs
far
well
beyond
here,
the road.
Tesla could
A
unlock
vast,
millions of new
invisible
customers
network connects
worldwide
every
and
vehicle
set the stage for its ultimate goal,
From the heart of
a
Tesla's
fully
digital
autonomous
infrastructure,
Robotaxi
software
network.
updates embark on a journey.
Strategically,
traveling
this
at the
rollout
speed
makes
of light.
perfect sense.
In
Tesla's
cross-continents,
hardware
in
profits
bustling
have
cities
begun
and
to
quiet
plateau,
landscapes, a
but
silent
software
revolution is
remains
underway.
the company's golden
Not with
ticket.
a visit to
Every FSD subscription is pure margin digital revenue that
In the heart
scales
of this advanced
globally without
manufacturing
building a
hubs.
single new factory. In that sense, this launch is as much a financial decision
In the heart
as a
of this
technological
advanced manufacturing
one.
hubs.
By expanding FSD into new markets,
Tesla is no
Tesla
longer just a
isn't
car.
just testing its AI,
It's a platform,
it's testing
a
the future of
sophisticated
its
piece of
entire
hardware,
business model.
yes, but
Yet,
In a
that
rapidly
same
evolving
ambition
automotive
comes with
landscape,
risk.
Tesla's advantage
If
lies
even
not
one
just in its
high-profile
electric
crash
powertrains,
occurs
but in
due
its
to
software.
misuse or overconfidence, it could spark government investigations and trigger tighter regulations. Australia and New Zealand, both known
This
for their
constant
strict
stream of
road
real-world
safety
data
standards,
is the
will
lifeblood
not
of our
hesitate to
innovation.
suspend the system
It feeds
if
a
it's
powerful
deemed
AI.
unsafe.
And this constant
And
stream
beyond
of real-world
safety,
data
there's
is the
the question
lifeblood
of
of our
trust.
innovation.
It feeds
Will
a powerful
drivers
AI,
truly believe in a
enabling us to
technology
refine
that
algorithms.
still needs them to pay attention
This constant
every
stream
second?
of real-world data is the
Another
lifeblood
issue
of our
is
innovation.
customer perception.
It feeds a powerful
Many
AI.
Tesla owners still misunderstand what full self-driving really
interconnectedness,
means.
this
It sounds
constant
like the
flow of
car
data
drives itself
also
completely,
opens the door
but
to
in reality, it doesn't.
Tesla operates
That
in a
gap
constant
between
state of
branding and
flux,
functionality
a delicate
could
balancing
become a
act
legal
between
headache
pushing the bleeding
if
edge of
drivers
innovation.
misuse the feature. Critics have already accused Tesla of selling beta software to the public, and that argument could grow louder in these cautious new markets. In short, the launch of full self-driving Supervised in Australia and New Zealand
Look, I just
is both a bold step forward and a calculated risk.
Can it really do the
It
self-parking
showcases
thing too?
Tesla's
That is
unmatched
actually
ability to
insane.
push
In
boundaries
stark
to
contrast,
bring
the
tomorrow's
traditional
technology
automotive
into
industry
today's
often
streets.
relies on
But it also
time-intensive,
reminds
manual
us that the
processes for
journey to
maintenance
true
and
autonomy
upgrades.
is far from over.
Tesla pushed the boundaries.
The software works astonishingly well most of the time, yet it still needs the human mind and reflexes
This
to back it
chasm
up when
represents
things
the
go
vast
wrong.
difference in over-the-air
For
update
Elon Musk,
capabilities
this
between
rollout
Tesla
is
and the
more than
rest
a
of the
regional
automotive
expansion.
world.
It's a
While
global
the industry
statement.
races to catch up,
Tesla
the future
is
of
telling the
automotive
world,
updates is
we're not
already
waiting
here,
for the future,
and Tesla
we're building
continues
it.
to set the pace.
But as
Every
every
Tesla on the
engineer
road
knows,
is more than just a
innovation
car. It's
and
a
caution
sensor,
must
a data
travel
collector,
together.
feeding a constant stream of
Australia
information
and New
back into the
Zealand
network.
will now decide which one
This
wins.
is where the raw
While
data
Tesla's full
transforms
self-driving
into
supervised
intelligence.
rollout in Australia
In these
and New
vast
Zealand
server
made
farms,
headlines across the
This
world, it
is where
didn't
the
happen
raw
in
data
isolation.
transforms into
In the
intelligence.
global race toward
these
autonomy,
vast server
every
farms,
major automaker
Tesla's
is chasing
AI
the same
elements.
dream. But
This
each is
constant
taking a
stream
very
of data
different road,
from every Tesla on
and
the
no
road
comparison
feeds into a
reveals that
colossal
contrast
AI
more
brain.
clearly than looking at Tesla beside its two biggest rivals in the self-driving arena, Mercedes-Benz and Waymo. Mercedes represents
But the
the
true
cautious
revolution lies
perfectionist.
not just in the car itself,
Its drive
but in the
pilot
recurring
system,
revenue it
already
generates.
certified for use in
Through
Germany,
software
Nevada, and California,
Over
is the
time-
world's first
over time,
officially
these
approved
software
Level 3
updates translate
autonomous
into
feature.
significant cost savings.
That means
No
under
more
specific
cost-
highway conditions, the driver can legally take their hands off the wheel and eyes off the road. The Mercedes achieves this extraordinary reliability
Tesla's
through an
vision
army of
aims to
sensors,
vast, interconnected
LiDAR,
network
radar,
of autonomous
ultrasonic
robotaxis,
detectors,
promising a
GPS,
future of
moisture sensors, all cross-checking
The path
one
to
another
widespread
to
adoption
ensure
of
the car
autonomous
always
vehicles
knows
is not
exactly
solely
where it
paved
is
with technological
and what's
innovation.
around it.
Distance.
The result
system
is
is
a
running at
technology
peak
that
efficiency
feels almost bulletproof.
across all sectors.
Yet it's also narrow
And the Model
drive
Y
pilot
charging
only
times are
functions
down.
up to 60 km/h on clearly mapped highways, and the moment conditions change, control must return to the driver. Tesla's approach couldn't be more different. Instead of building the safest small box in the world, Elon Musk is trying to build an AI that can drive anywhere. Full self-driving uses only cameras and neural networks, relying on vision the way humans do. The system isn't bound to a highway or a pre-mapped zone. It learns dynamically from every situation it encounters. It's messy, fast evolving, and sometimes imperfect, but it's designed to improve constantly. Musk once described it as the biggest real-world AI experiment on Earth. Where Mercedes focuses on absolute precision, Tesla bets on massive data and continuous evolution. It's the classic tension between engineering control and AI chaos, between the rule-based machine and the self-learning organism. Then there's Waymo, the quiet powerhouse born from Google's research labs. Waymo's robotaxis already roam the streets of Phoenix and San Francisco with no driver at all. These vehicles operate at Level 4 autonomy, capable of handling the entire journey without human input, but only inside tightly geo-fenced areas. Every route is pre-scanned with high-definition maps and LiDAR towers, creating a digital safety net that allows near-flawless performance within those boundaries. Step outside those zones, however, and the cars are helpless. That's the key difference. Waymo drives perfectly, but only where it's been taught. Tesla drives almost anywhere, but not perfectly yet. One system is defined by reliability, the other by reach. Tesla's supervised label reflects that in-between status. It's officially still level 2, but it behaves like something more advanced. The car can navigate intersections, make turns, and handle roundabouts tasks most driver assist systems can't. Yet, it still requires human vigilance. Every kilometer driven with FSD, Supervised, becomes new training data feeding Tesla's neural networks worldwide. That feedback loop, millions of cars, billions of miles, is Tesla's secret weapon. It's how the system grows smarter overnight, one software update at a time. No competitor has access to that scale of real-world experience. By 2026, Tesla's fleet is projected to surpass 1 billion miles of self-driving data, an ocean of human-machine interaction that no laboratory can simulate. But scale also multiplies risk. Each additional driver is another possible edge case, another chance for human misuse or misunderstanding. Regulators know this, which is why Tesla's every move is being closely monitored in the US, Europe, and now Australia. Still, the strengths of Tesla's model are undeniable. Its software can be deployed globally without relying on costly LiDAR hardware. Over-the-air updates allow continuous improvement without physical recalls. And the global Tesla community effectively acts as a massive AI training network. Every owner is both customer and data contributor. But that vision-only design also exposes weaknesses. Cameras alone can struggle in heavy rain or blinding sun. The full self-driving name risks misleading consumers into thinking the car is autonomous when it isn't. And without regulatory certification, like Mercedes, or geo-fenced limits, like Waymo, Tesla lives permanently in a gray zone, a place where innovation and liability collide. The result is a fascinating trade-off. Mercedes moves slowly, but earns legal approval. Waymo drives flawlessly, but only inside its sandbox. Tesla drives anywhere, learns fast, and breaks things on the way. It's speed versus certainty, boldness versus safety. And while critics call Musk's approach reckless, supporters see it as the only realistic path to achieve autonomy at scale. From a business perspective, this strategy could redefine the entire automotive industry. Tesla isn't just selling cars anymore, it's selling a living software platform. Once the FSD network matures, those same vehicles could transform overnight into robotaxis generating income for their owners. That's a dream Mercedes and Waymo haven't yet offered everyday drivers. But this ambition also opens Tesla up to scrutiny from every direction. One serious accident or software glitch could instantly reverse public trust. Australia and New Zealand, with their strict safety regulations, are particularly unforgiving markets. Even a single misstep could invite bans, lawsuits, or a loss of consumer confidence. And yet Musk presses on because for him, progress isn't about waiting until everything is perfect. It's about learning faster than everyone else. Ultimately, Tesla's global rollout of FSD Supervised isn't just a technological upgrade, it's a philosophical statement. Mercedes engineers refine the machine until it never fails. Waymo confines the machine until it never errs. Tesla releases the machine, lets it fail, learns from it, and releases it again. That cycle, release, learn, iterate, is what's made Tesla an unstoppable force in innovation. To some, that's dangerous. To others, it's visionary. But one thing is certain, while other companies test autonomy in the lab, Tesla is testing it on the world's roads, and in doing so, it's turning every kilometer into experience, every update into evolution, and every risk into a lesson. That's the paradox of Tesla. Its greatest risk is also its greatest advantage. And as the world watches the roads of Sydney and Auckland, one thing is clear: this isn't just about cars driving themselves. It's about humanity learning how far it's willing to trust the machine. Every great innovation begins with a promise. For Tesla, that promise was made by Elon Musk almost a decade ago. Standing on stage in 2016, he declared with conviction, "By next year, a Tesla will be able to drive itself from Los Angeles to New York without anyone touching the wheel." That bold claim captured the world's imagination and set expectations sky high. But year after year, the cross-country trip never quite happened. Instead, Tesla's self-driving journey became a story of relentless progress mixed with relentless controversy. Over time, the company's driver assist systems evolved from autopilot to enhanced autopilot, and now to full self-driving supervised. Each upgrade pushed the boundary between man and machine a little further, but also invited new scrutiny. Every improvement came with new footage YouTube clips of Teslas flawlessly navigating city streets, but also videos of near misses, confused lane changes, or moments when drivers had to intervene at the last second. And yet, that's exactly how Tesla learns. Every mistake becomes data. Every correction becomes a lesson. Elon Musk often describes Tesla's vehicles as AI teachers, millions of rolling sensors collecting real-world experience that no simulator can match. He sees failure not as a flaw, but as fuel. In interviews, Musk has repeatedly admitted that the road to autonomy has been harder than he imagined. "We were overly optimistic," he told investors in 2022. "Driving is easy for humans, but extremely difficult for AI." That honesty, rare among tech CEOs, only deepened the public's fascination. People weren't just following a product, they were following a quest, the messy, unpredictable pursuit of a dream that refuses to die. Fast forward to 2025. After years of updates, delays, and debate, full self-driving. Supervised finally leaves its comfort zone in North America and crosses oceans to Australia and New Zealand. For Tesla fans there, the feature feels like science fiction coming to life. Take Liam, a Model Y owner in Auckland, who shared his first drive on social media. His video went viral almost instantly. In it, he sits calmly as his Tesla threads through narrow streets, slows for speed bumps, and signals at every intersection. It's doing everything he says, laughing nervously. "I'm not touching the wheel." The comments flooded in half awe, half skepticism. Some viewers called it magic. Others called it madness. In Melbourne, another driver reported his Tesla flawlessly handling rush-hour traffic until the system hesitated at a multi-lane roundabout and asked for manual takeover. "It's smart," he told a reporter, "but not that smart yet." Those stories illustrate the strange tension of Tesla's FSD era, moments of pure brilliance shadowed by moments of doubt. The public's reaction mirrors the company's history. Admiration and anxiety intertwined. Governments have long struggled with how to regulate Tesla's evolving tech. In 2021, the U.S. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration launched investigations into several autopilot-related crashes. Each time Tesla responded with data showing that accidents per mile were lower when autopilot was active than when it wasn't. Both things were true. The system was statistically safer, but still capable of human-level mistakes. That paradox defines Tesla's world. Even Elon Musk's personal life has become part of the narrative. He once joked on X, formerly Twitter, "FSD is the most difficult technical problem I've ever faced. Harder than rockets, harder than going to Mars." It sounds exaggerated, but he might be right. Rockets operate in predictable physics. Human traffic does not. Every pedestrian, cyclist, or driver introduces chaos, and teaching a machine to anticipate that chaos is perhaps the ultimate AI challenge. What makes the Australian and New Zealand launch so poetic is that it closes a full circle. Tesla's earliest dream was to make driving safer, simpler, and eventually optional. In 2025, That dream is now being tested on the very roads where safety culture is among the strictest in the world. It's a real-time stress test, not just of technology, but of trust. Behind the scenes, Tesla engineers continue to refine FSD like a living organism. Each night, thousands of data packets flow back to headquarters, feeding neural networks that adjust how cars interpret road edges, lane widths, and pedestrian behavior. With every update, FSD gets a little smoother, a little more human. That iterative rhythm failure feedback improvement is Musk's trademark method. It's the same philosophy that built reusable rockets and mass-market EVs build fast, learn faster. And yet, even as Tesla edges closer to true autonomy, Musk's statements remind everyone how personal this mission is to him. During a 2024 shareholder meeting, he said almost wistfully, "When I talk about autonomy, I'm not talking about convenience. I'm talking about saving lives." He paused, then added, "People die every day because of human error. If we can reduce that by even 10%, that's millions of families who never get that phone call." Moments like that explain why Tesla's followers remain so passionate. They don't just see a car company, they see a cause. But causes can be fragile. If the technology fails in Australia or New Zealand, even once in a tragic way, backlash could be severe. Tesla knows this. Every rollout is a gamble between innovation and reputation, between belief and proof. For now, though, the system works well enough to dazzle its new audience. In Sydney and Auckland, early adopters are reporting smoother lane changes, smarter braking, and uncanny awareness of cyclists and pedestrians. There are still hiccups, awkward turns, unexpected disengagements, but they're happening less often. You can almost sense that the software is growing up in real time. It's like watching a child learn to walk, a few stumbles, a few wobbles, but unmistakable progress. And that's the heart of this story. Tesla's FSD isn't just about machines replacing drivers. It's about humanity learning what it means to share control. Every update, every headline, every viral clip is part of a larger dialogue between risk and reward, between fear and fascination, between what technology can do and what we're ready to let it do. Elon Musk once said he wanted Tesla to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. Maybe now he's accelerating something even bigger. Our transition to a world where trust isn't just between people, but between people and their machines. As the sun sets over Sydney Harbor and the lights of Auckland flicker across the bay, thousands of Teslas glide through traffic guided by an invisible intelligence. The cars don't speak, but they learn. Every lane change, every hesitation, every perfectly timed stop adds another neuron to Tesla's ever-growing brain, the network Elon Musk calls the foundation of a truly autonomous future. With the launch of full self-driving Supervised in Australia and New Zealand, Tesla has crossed a psychological line as much as a technological one. For the first time, the company's most advanced software is operating in right-hand drive markets under some of the world's toughest road safety standards. It's a statement that Tesla's vision of global autonomy isn't a distant dream anymore. It's here, humming quietly down the Pacific highways. But the question remains, is the world ready for it? Even now, experts are divided. Optimists see this as the next logical step, a bold leap that brings self-driving technology closer to everyday reality. Skeptics warn it's premature, pointing to the system's remaining flaws and the blurred line between assistance and automation. Both sides are right. The truth lies somewhere in the middle, in that messy, exhilarating zone where innovation always lives. Because Tesla's journey has never been about perfection. It's been about momentum, about moving fast enough to make progress real, but careful enough to keep it alive. Each update from the early autopilot beta to the 2025 rollout of FSD Supervised represents a step along that razor's edge. From a global standpoint, this launch could be transformative. Once the software stabilizes across Australia and New Zealand, it opens the door for Tesla's expansion into other right-hand drive regions, the UK, Japan, Singapore, Hong Kong. That's millions of new drivers and billions of new miles feeding into Tesla's data ecosystem. The company is effectively turning the planet into one giant test track for artificial intelligence. And the financial implications are just as huge. Software like FSD isn't just an upgrade, it's a new business model. Tesla's long-term strategy is to decouple value from metal and motors, shifting profit from the sale of cars to the sale of intelligence. When FSD becomes reliable enough, those same vehicles could transform overnight into autonomous robotaxis, earning revenue for their owners while they sleep. Imagine your Tesla as an employee, not a possession. A concept Elon Musk calls the world's most productive asset. Still, the road to that future isn't smooth. Each new market brings new challenges, unpredictable weather, cultural driving habits, complex regulations. One serious accident could trigger a political storm. Musk knows this, and yet he keeps pushing forward. Because for him, the bigger risk isn't failure, it's standing still. In many ways, the story of Tesla's FSD mirrors the story of humanity's relationship with technology itself. It's thrilling, uncomfortable, and deeply human. We invent things that outgrow us, then spend decades learning how to trust them. It happened with elevators, airplanes, and nuclear power, and now it's happening with cars. In Australia and New Zealand, the experiment is underway. Drivers are discovering what it feels like to share the wheel with a machine that doesn't sleep, doesn't text, and doesn't get distracted. Some find it liberating. Others find it terrifying. Both reactions make sense. Because the shift from control to cooperation isn't just technological, it's emotional. It forces us to rethink what driving means when the car starts thinking back. So where does this lead? If history is any guide, 2026 and 2027 could be pivotal years. Analysts expect Tesla to refine its FSD algorithms enough to enable partial Level 3 autonomy, allowing hands-off, eyes-off driving under specific conditions. Regulatory green lights in key markets could follow soon after. That's when things will truly change. Insurance models, traffic laws, even city design will have to adapt. Roads will no longer be ruled purely by human instincts, but by algorithms trained on global experience. Of course, there's always the wild card, Elon Musk himself. Every time he takes the stage or tweets an update, markets shift and headlines explode. He's as unpredictable as the technology he builds, and that's what makes Tesla's story so fascinating. Love him or hate him, Musk has a gift for making the impossible sound inevitable. And somehow, over time, it often becomes real. When you step back, it's hard not to be awed by the bigger picture. In less than 20 years, Tesla has gone from a niche startup selling luxury EVs to one of the most influential forces in both automotive and AI history. The company didn't just reinvent the car, it redefined what a car could be. The rollout of full self-driving Supervised in Australia and New Zealand is another page in that saga. A mix of science fiction, ambition, and reality colliding on real streets. And perhaps that's the beauty of it. We're living through an era that future generations will read about the way we read about the first flight or the moon landing. The difference is, we get to watch it unfold from the driver's seat, or maybe soon from the passenger seat. So as we wrap up, let's leave with one simple question. Would you trust a Tesla to drive you home tonight completely on its own? If your answer is yes, you're already living in Elon Musk's future. If it's not yet, that's okay, because even skepticism is part of the evolution. What matters is that the conversation is happening right now on the roads of Australia, New Zealand, and soon the rest of the world. And that's what makes Tesla's story more than a headline. It's a revolution in motion.